Hello again, Mark from Mark's Minerals. How are you today? I told you I was going to keep you updated on my project. I'm working a piece of aguas calientes. I decided I was going to turn it into a ring. It was a first-time project. It's still coming along, not quite done. So far I've got 4 days into this. So I don't even know if I'm going to sell it. I'll probably wind up keeping it for myself. I wanted to do the outside and the shaping of the ring first, and get that basic size in before I started to do the top, because I didn't want the tools to jump around, skip to the top. But I did unearth the top to make sure that there was color there, and so far it's been turning out pretty well. There was a little bit of a void. There was just a spot where it was a mud pocket, and it went down, and it was clear chalcedony below that. So I decided, well, I'm just going to take some of this Parrot Wing Chrysocholla, a gift from a friend of mine, and I'm going to fashion it into a stone as if it were a stone set into a ring. So that's what I'm working on now. And right now I'm just dry sanding with some a Diathin fine wheel, and I just continue progressing. It's staying flexible. See how it's going to go. But I figured I'd show you what my progress is and where I'm at with the ring. So let's take a look. All right. So that sound you're hearing in the background is my air filter. I definitely want to make sure that I'm breathing clean, clear air. I don't want to be breathing up rock dust. During the videos, so that I can speak without being encumbered, I don't use a mask. So I kick the air filter up to high, so it might get a little loud in the background. I'm still roughing out the edges. I'm still going to come in with the wheel, clear this out, get rid of some of the shadowing, and then I'm going to come in with the Nova Point and get around there. I'll finish up that top stone, but I just kind of want to show you where I'm at, what I'm doing, and I love this, the banding in the agate, and the fact that light passes through it, that it's clear in spots. That's just going to be an amazing ring. So we'll see. But for the time being, let's go ahead and switch out to a Diathin instead of the Diaflex. I was using the Diaflex to do some of this outside work. Okie dokie. Zoom out a tiny bit. And with the glare that the camera picks up, it's going to be harder to see, but from the angle that I'm looking, I get a clear vision of what the stone is turning out. And frankly, I'm more concerned about how the ring turns out than the video. Again, in case I didn't mention it, if you're southpaw, if you're a left-hander, you want to make sure that you don't pick up a Fordham TX. The Fordham TX is more specific to right-handers. You want to pick up a Fordham SR, and you'll run it in reverse. That way you get a consistent flow. So I'm just kind of going over the surface wherever it appears brown or appears dark. I'm just hitting it a little bit, bringing that color a little sharper, more into focus. Every once in a while you want to get rid of that dust. You want to clear that out so you can see what your surface looks like. I find that a toothbrush works great for that. It really gets into those crevices. Let's see where we're at. Let's see if we can get it to focus. Alright, that's actually looking pretty good. I think I'm going to give the outside another quick whack with that Diaflex wheel, just to make sure that there's not any strange burrs, and maybe hit this stone a tiny bit. Oh, that's one thing. This is Parrot Wing Chrysocholla again, but with any of these minerals, the way that green and blue is achieved is usually, it won't focus either, here we go, is usually with copper and aluminum or other minerals, and you really don't want to be breathing this. Malachite is toxic, and you really don't want to be breathing this. So for this next part, I am going to don my mask again. So if I sound a little strange, that's what it is. Alright, hang on for a second. Again, you want to maintain that constant, steady motion. Tiny circles are best. So I'm using light to gentle pressure, probably 2 to 3 ounces at most. I'm not trying to shape the stone at all, I'm just trying to define it. Alright, there we go. You just take the dust off again. I really do love these Diathin and Diaflex wheels. VH Technologies. The guy I get them from is Roland Bonser. He's just an amazing guy, super helpful. If you're on Facebook, look him up. I'll put his name in the description so you can check it out. And let's see if we can get this to focus. There we go. It's still kind of rough, but it's coming into its own. I've got a few more touch-ups that I'm going to do in just in these corners right here, right up next to the stone. And that I have to be wearing my visor for, so I'm going to do that up close and personal. Then I'm going to give it a quick polish. Yeah, still a little more touch up on the inside, but when all is said and done and I'm ready to polish, I'll be back and show you the results, what the final ring looks like. So thanks again for watching Mark's Minerals videos. If you want to see more, please click subscribe and click like. And I really appreciate all those questions. I look forward to bringing you more information. Have a wonderful day. Take care.
Bye.